Hello, my name is Steve Celis, and I own a company called Designs on Glass of Arizona. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about the GlassRenu glass scratch removal system, which we've been using for approximately about 2 years. We actually got into this service for our clients by cutting a bunch of tabletops for a client here in town. And when we were doing that, we inevitably had some scratches on the glass during our cutting of the glass. And instead of having to recut the glass, go back and buy another piece of glass, recut it, polish it, everything else, we started looking around here in town and asking people, local businesses, glass shops, if they had a product, excuse me, that could take out the scratches. No one did. So we tried a felt pad with serum oxide, and it's just a nightmare to get those scratches out. And at the end of the day, it really didn't do that good of a job. So we ended up having to go back, and we had to purchase a new piece of glass, several pieces of glass, and then recut them and reshape them back to the original designs for our client. But that got me thinking that there's nobody in town that I knew of at the time, and we called around quite a bit, who offered that kind of service. So shortly thereafter, I started doing a little bit of research. I got on the web, started looking around, found a few systems, the GlassRenu system, I found the Scratch Hog system, I found the Glass Weld system, and there are a few other ones too. I think the Glass Guru has one too and stuff. And so we started, looking around, asking questions. I got in touch with the people at Glass Weld and Scratch Hog and GlassRenu, and started asking them questions about the product. Very poignant questions. I mean, give me an example of what kind of damage can your system take out of glass. How easy is it to use? How portable is it? How clean is it? How much does it cost to buy new pads or buy new serum or buy, what is it going to cost me to keep this system running and be able to still make some money off of a product and service? And when it came down to it, I nailed it down to basically 3 systems: the Scratch Hog, the Glass Weld, and the GlassRenu. And I started talking to Cody a lot, started talking to Cole, I started talking to people at Glass Hog, Glass Weld, and one of the other 2 companies that I was speaking to, not GlassRenu, but one of the other 2 that I just mentioned, told me that some of the people that had bought their system had also bought the GlassRenu system because their system was not capable of removing the type of damage that GlassRenu was able to do. And so I started thinking about it, like, well, why am I going to spend a couple $1,000s on your system and then go buy the GlassRenu system when the GlassRenu system seems to be more of the comprehensive system? But I did spend about 6 or 7 months looking around, asking questions, talking to Cody. Really, I mean, just anything and everything in terms of questions. Like I said, whether it was the cost of replenishing the stock to use the system, portability, ease of use, learning curve time, types of damage you can remove, types of damage you cannot remove, what do they guarantee, and also it's very important to me, and it still is very, very important to me, as what type of customer service am I going to be able to expect from this product, and more so from your company. I come from a background where I worked in the information technology field for the last 10 years for a couple of Fortune 50 companies. So I didn't have any experience in buffing cars or cutting metal or shaping metal with grinders or anything else. So I really didn't have any experience in doing this. So after speaking with these 3 different manufacturers, and then after hearing what that one competitor said about the GlassRenu system, and speaking to Cody and getting a very comfortable level of confidence with Cody, we decided to go with the GlassRenu system. And not just because he made me feel comfortable, but he answered all my questions. And when I sat down and did the math, it worked out best for the GlassRenu system. And whether it was buying the supplies to keep the system running, or it was in regards to what type of damage could be taken out from glass using his system. And that all played into my final decision to go with GlassRenu. We spent about 6 months training me, pretty much, because like I said, I didn't have any experience, and I always err on the side of caution. So it probably took me a lot longer than it takes most people to sit down and get the system going. But I wanted to make sure that the final product was as perfect as it could be, and we still strive for that on every job. Well, during those 6 months, I probably called GlassRenu probably 100 times, and I'm sure Cole can attest to it. I bugged him all the time. Look, my back's hurting, my arms are hurting, am I pushing too hard? Am I not pushing enough? Why is the scratch not coming out? What's going on? I'm getting a line, I'm getting this. And every time that I called Cole, every time, not just every once in a while, but every time, he was always available to answer any of my questions. And if for some reason I got his voicemail, he was back to me either later that afternoon or the very next day. Just amazing customer service. And I kind of pride myself, and I pride this company on not shopping around with a lot of different vendors and a lot of different manufacturers and everything else. I look for people that I can rely on, that I can lean on, that will offer me advice and give me the best product on the market. And so, looking back on it now, like I said, we've been doing this for about 2 years. And after the first couple months of training, we decided to go out and put the pedal to the metal and start working for some clients. And within about less than a year, we were actually able to recoup our costs on the initial investment of the system, which is amazing because I had figured 2 to 3 years ROI, but we were able to do that within the first 12 months, which was just amazing. I personally have done probably 75 to 100 pieces of glass, damaged glass, in the last year. I now have somebody that I have trained that I have out there working for me doing the glass scratch removal as well. And if things keep looking the way they are, probably in the next 12 months we'll be looking at adding another system. But if you're looking for a glass scratch removal system and you're looking at it from end to end, you're looking at it from how well does the system work, how portable is it, how easy is it to use, how good does that final product look, and how much customer service can you expect to receive, and what kind of customer service can you expect to receive, then I would recommend to you the GlassRenu system. I've been using it, like I said, for about 2 years now, and I don't have any complaints. It is a wonderful system. It is portable. It can take out some very severe damage. We've done some damage that I didn't even think we could get out, and we did, and with no distortion, nothing else. So if you are looking at it, my recommendation would be to go out and do what I did. Spend 6 or 7 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, whatever you want, and really do your homework. Talk to the different competitors that are on the market. Talk to Cody, talk to Cole, talk to the Glasswall people, talk to Scratch On people, talk to whoever else has a system, Glass Guru, and all these other guys. And I think you're going to find, like I did, at the end of the day, GlassRenu is the one that is the best product on the market. It is an investment, and you have to be sure you're making the right investment. And I have no complaints. This product has been absolutely fantastic. The customer service has been top-notch. I've never had customer service like this before, ever. And being a small business, when we made the initial investment, it was kind of a roll of the dice, because no matter what you say in an email or you say on the phone, when you buy that system, it's yours. And so I was a little worried, a little apprehensive at first as to how it all worked out. But I'm very happy to say that we continue to use the system. It is the only system that we own for doing this type of work. It's the only system that we will own. And like I said, if things keep going the way they are, probably in the next 12 months we'll look at adding another system and have another guy out there doing this work for us as well. So take your time, look around, ask questions, and you're going to find, like I did, that GlassRenu is the premier product for glass scratch removal on the market. And if you have any questions, Cody and Cole are always there. They're always there to answer any questions. And as much as I thought I was going to have to send him money for all the questions that I answered, he's always been Johnny on the spot. So I hope this few minutes helps you a little bit. I'm very excited about the product. I'm very excited about the future working with GlassRenu. In fact, probably in the next couple months, we're going to go to their training. We've been looking at it for the last couple of months and just trying to find a good time for me and the guy that I have working with me to go to training. Because the way that I see it is that there's always room for improvement. Whether it's maybe shaving off a little bit of time from each job or making that job really, really perfect. If we can learn a few things, maybe brush up on some skills that we haven't quite mastered yet, then it's going to be worth it. So in the next couple of months, we're also going to be going out there and getting training and being able to meet Cole and Cody in person. So with that, I will say that I have no regrets about the investment that I made. It is the premier product on the market, and I wish you luck in your research. And I know that at the end of the day, you'll find what I did, that GlassRenu is the system to use for glass scratch removal services. So with that, I wish you luck. Give them a call if you have any questions, and thank you. Bye.